Hello everyone, this is Shokora Zouheikyoku aka chocomint, and welcome back to a new let's play of a game called A Crane's Gratitude. This game is based on the folklore called Tsuruno Ongashi. Is something of the folklore about a person who helped out a crane who was trapped in a trap or something like that, and the crane came back to pay back the help that the person had done for them, in a sense. So, because this is based on that, it's also is a romance story. According to the summary and the overview, is a story about two lonely people fall in love, and it's quite a lovely and wholesome story. So I'm really excited to try it out, and the game is pretty short too, with only one love interest. So let's go. So far, loving the main screens very well. The art style is really nice. Let's start. What's your name? Ryuri. I'm going to keep the original name so we have more immersion as a bystander instead of the protagonist, because I like to watch the story unfold that way. Bam! Alright, this looks good. Leaning down, I wrapped all the job of wood into a stack that's easier for me to carry on my back. Lifting the pile of wood up, I shouldered it experimentally, making sure that nothing would slip out as I descend the mountain. Okay, let's go. Being careful on my steps, I proceed through the snow gradually until the rice paths come into view. Winter has always been a hard time for everyone, but it seems like this year is going to be one of the harshest. Blowing on my ice-cold hands to warm them up, I readjust the wood on my back and continue on my way, until the faint cry of a bird enters my ears. Turning my head, I narrow my eyes to try and spot where the sound came from. Though it takes me a few seconds, I manage to spot the source of the cry at a short distance away. A crane stuck in a trap. It's no wonder that most people didn't notice him among the equally white snow. Hey, stay still for a bit. I'll get you free, okay? The crane stoops, watching me with his beady black eyes. Taking it as a sign of confirmation, I lean down, dismantling the trap with relative ease. And here we go! Now free of the trap, the crane flaps his wings, taking to the air with a happy cry. He flies over me for a few seconds, and I stare at how the sunlight reflects off his snow-white feathers. Make sure not to get stuck again, alright? With another cry, one that almost sounds like affirmation, he flies off, disappearing into the bright blue sky. I stare after his trail, my heart warm, and I shake my head, continuing on my path to the village at the foot of the mountain. That took longer than I thought. It's been snowing for a while already. By the looks of it, I don't think I can leave the house tomorrow. What's that? My feet come to a halt as I recognize there's something standing in front of my house. It's a person. A real person. What's he doing here? Hi? Hello. Wow, you're pretty. I mean, whoops, excuse me. But oh, it's so pretty. I love his hair color. He's shivering like crazy. How long was he waiting out here? Lost. Please help. Letting out a small sigh, I put my hand on my door and pushed it open. Come on, before we both freeze to death. Go to the dining room. Can you light a fire? The man nods hesitantly, and I offer him a smile. I'll get some clothes so you can change into something warmer. Can you light the hearth for me? Mm-hmm. Here, change into this. It's a little worn out, but it should keep you warm. Thank you. Don't mention it. I'll go get dinner ready. Wait. Oh, hope too. You're the host. Interestingly, is that his communication skills is kind of weird. I don't know if it's because of the cold or is because he's not used to the language. Don't worry about that. I'm fine. You were shivering too. There's no way you're not cold. I'm used to it. You still look like you're going to fall over. Relax. Oh. Breathing hot air to my hands, I moved them experimentally, satisfied to find that all my fingers can move, albeit with a bit of awkwardness. Excuse me? Hey, it's cold out here. I thought I told you to stay near the hearth. I've warmed up plenty, and thank you again for this. He tugs at his sleeve as he says that. I couldn't just leave you like that. I'm not heartless, you know. Anything I can do? Well, if you insist. Here. I push a small tray into his arms, and he hastily accepts it. Only 2 bowls sit on top of it, one with brown rice and the other with miso soup. There's also a small plate of pickled vegetables on the side, though it's not enough to be really called a dish in my opinion. Carry your serving to the dining room, please. Is he pouting? Stifling my laugh with a cough, I proceed to serve my own food. Wow, soup tastes so good. Sorry if it's not much. That's all I have right now. Thank you. There's no need to apologize. None of that. I told you. I couldn't just leave you out there. We gotta help each other in these trying times, right? Yes, you're right. So, I know this is kinda late, but call me Fuyuri. What's your name? Wow, are you alright? With a harsh cough, he frantically waves his hand in an attempt to placate me, but I head over to his side to take the hand that has split soup on it anyway. Jeez, what are you doing? What if you burn yourself? His hand is foul like snow. I didn't notice it before, but the tips of his fingers seem strangely red, like he dipped them in dye. However, before I can wipe up the soup on his hand, he retracts it faster than I could see. I'm fine. You don't have to do that. Insist on taking care of him, or don't push it. I'm going to be considerate and polite since sometimes little things push people on edge. So I won't push that for now. I retract my hand, frowning in concern as my head droops. Alright. I hear the sound of clothes shifting, and a pale hand enters my line of sight. See, I'm fine. You don't have to worry about me. I stare at his thread-tinted fingers that almost seem as if they would dip and die. Sigh in relief. Really? Yes, really. His hand swiftly retreats back into his clothes. Ah, he's being shy. I mean, it's unusual to see a man hands like that, so pretty. Did I say that out loud? Her face though. Her face. I feel my heart beat faster at his embarrassed look, and a giggle leaves me. Your face is so red. Maybe your name should be Aka? That's okay. Eh? You can call me whatever you want. I think I'll like any name that you give me. I'm a bit startled at the genuine warmth in his expression, my own face heating slightly. Shiro. Huh? Because of your hair and skin. Yeah, it's really well. Okay, nice to meet you. I'm Shiro. Nice to meet you too. And put those dishes here and we're done. Thanks for helping. Oh, it's pretty late already. Come on, let's get out of futons. Shiro nods as a response and follows me dutifully as I head to the bedroom. Ooh, that's cute. Futons. Ew, there. Sorry, that's not much. I can lend you my blanket if... No, I don't need... Shiro's voice hides up all of a sudden when his feet gets caught on one of the ridges on the floor, and I hurriedly reach out to catch him. Don't worry, I got... My breath escapes in a wheeze as the thin futon barely manages to cushion our fall. That was close. So sorry. He slowly pushes himself up, his hair falling over his shoulders. It tickles my cheek, and I realize that his cold black eyes are right in front of me. Shall I get tricked in that beauty and do nothing, or shall I also get tricked in that beauty and just tuck the hair in? Let's do it. I'm just kidding. We'll do the assertive path later. Continue staring at him because you're so pretty. As a few seconds pass, Shiro seems to have realized the position we're in. I didn't. I'm sorry. Poke his cheek. Oh, flush. Blushy. Seeing his red face, I won't lie that it's starting to make me feel embarrassed as well. So, you mind getting off me? A sharp intake of breath, and my vision clears. I push myself up awkwardly, seeing him curled up on the futon next to me. I'm so sorry. I've been causing you trouble all this time. That's not true. My pride catches in my throat as he stares at me, and I can't help but avert my eyes. Let's go to sleep. I'm pretty tired. Understood. Sorry that I don't have much space. Please, do not worry about that. I'm just grateful that you allow me in your home. I feel myself warm at his gentle tone of gratitude. If you say so. If we consider this in a modern situation and not in this kind of ancient time situation, then this should be kind of dangerous because he is a stranger, he could be a smuggler, he could be a kidnapper, he could be some thieves who would try to rob you. Actually, that applies for this situation too, but then Fuyuri is not really well off, so there's actually no reason for someone to rob her except for something else, but that's something else I won't talk about. So, continue. Good night, Shiro. Good night, Fuyuri. As I close my eyes, I wonder if this is how it feels to live for someone again. It's not bad. Huh? Rubbing my eyes, I awake to a startlingly loud sound coming from the dining room. Forcing myself to my feet, I shuffle out of the thin blankets to see the commotion. What, Shiro? To my surprise, I see Shiro rubbing his toe on the ground. Fuyuri, what happened? I thought I could help. He holds up a rag in his other hand. Clean. uh, sorry, I'm not laughing at you. No, it's okay. I'm sorry that I woke you. Why don't we have breakfast first? It's better to have something in our stomachs before we do any physical labor. Alright, I'll do my best to help. You don't have to. I want to. Please? I can't refuse the face, especially that beautiful face. Alright, come on, let's go. Yes. The door was really stuck, huh? I'm afraid so. After breakfast, we both tried to pry open the exit, but to our disappointment, the door remained unmoving. It seems that it snowed much more heavily than we anticipated. Well, no point in moping around. Let's start cleaning the house. Looks like you had the right idea after all, Shiro. Alright. With that, we both get to work, rolling up our sleeves. I didn't think the house was this dirty. I grimaced at the rat that turned a blackish color in my hand, cursing myself for being so slovenly. I mean, sure, this house is a little big for me, but I can't believe Shiro didn't mind sleeping here. Fuyuri? Shiro, what's wrong? Can I ask why there are so many things here? I look behind me, spotting Shiro staring at the inside of our cabinet. I walk over to him, leaning down. Ah, you mean the plates? And clothes. This doesn't seem like it fits you, so... Well, it's not special. I didn't always live alone, you know. I used to live with my grandparents here. These are all theirs. Are they? Yeah, a few years ago. I just couldn't bear to throw their things away. That's probably why everything is so messy. Fuyuri. I think it's nice that you care about them so much. Well, what about you? Is there anyone you care about? No, not really. I've been alone for a while. Really? So, maybe it's strange to say, but I really like being here with you. It feels more. I think I get it. I feel more when I'm with you too, Shiro. Let's continue cleaning. He closes the cabinet and gets to his feet, hurrying up to the other side of the room. Interestingly, what they just said earlier sounds like a confession if out of context. Or someone thinks something in a different direction, that is. There's another room here. Oh yeah, that's the storage room. You might want to prepare yourself though. Wow. Yeah, I know. We can skip this plate if it's too much. What's that? I noticed that his staring at the weaving machine would barely conceal curiosity. Oh, it's a weaving machine for making cloth. Really? How does this work? It's not that hard. Can anyone use it? What do you need? Do you want to try it? Oh, I didn't mean. I don't want to bother you. We have a long day ahead of us. You aren't bothering me. Are you sure? Mm-hmm. Then, if you don't mind, please. Of course. So, when you want to use this? Phew. Yep, it's good. You did it. I did it. I did it. Shiro crossed a piece of cloth in his hands, his cheeks flushed and mouth wobbly. I never thought. It's so strange to see string become something we wear. We could have probably make a bigger piece if we had more string though. Sorry about that. Please don't be. I had a great time. What about? Of course I had fun too. It's been a while since I weaved. I'm glad that I still knew how to. As we both moved to get up from our seats, a loud roar resounds throughout the room. Wait, wrong our curtain, but well, go wait in the dining room. Dinner should be long. No. Eh? I want to make dinner tonight. If it's alright. You taught me how to weave cloth and house me too. It would feel wrong to rely on you for everything. I opened my mouth to tell him that I didn't mind, but seeing the determined look in his eyes makes me falter. Alright, I'm looking forward to it then. Yeah, I'll do my best. So, that's it. Do you have any questions? No, I understand. Please wait at the dining room. Dinner will be ready shortly. I smiled at his eagerness, ready to leave the kitchen to him, when I realized that there's a bit of lint on his hair. It probably got there when we were whipping clothes earlier. Get it for him. Tell him about it. Shiro, there's a bit of lint in your hair. Huh? Where? He attempts to retrieve it, missing the mark a few times, and his features slowly contort with frustration. Jacob offered to get it for him. Do you want me to get it for you? Oh, yes, please. It would probably be faster that way. My finger brushed against his hair as I grabbed the lint, pulling it back to show him. There you go. Thank you. Well then, I'll be waiting. Be careful when cooking, alright? I won't be long. With a small smile on my lips, I strolled back to the dining room. He's kinda cute. My eyes slowly flutter open, my body shaking. I'm no stranger to the cold, but tonight might be an exception. I look over at Shiro, and just like me, he's shivering under the thin covers. I wiggle and push my futon towards him, stacking our blankets so that they cover both of us. I shift closer to him, placing my fingers on his back. Sorry that I don't have thicker blankets. With that last thought, I drift off back to sleep. Shit. My blurry mind realized that I'm alone in the middle of two futons, wrapped in blankets. You're awake. Good morning. Morning. I got breakfast ready, if you're hungry. Oh, alright, just give me a minute. It's good. The soup is great. Cheryl, you're amazing. Thank you. Thanks for the food. Cheryl clears his throat, looking away from me. I, checked the door when I woke up. I think it can be opened. For a moment, his words don't register. Oh, and once it does, I feel something happy sink in my heart. If we can leave, I guess there's no reason for him to stay anymore. For Yuri? If you don't mind, can I continue to stay with you? What? I don't have anywhere to go home to, and it's been nice living with you, so, how about it? Run or hug him? I am tempted for the hug option though, but are we supposed to be, non-aggressive? Let's take it slow. Okay. Friend. Of course you can. You can stay as long as you want. Really? Yeah. With the biggest smile that I've ever seen on his face, he bows his head down quickly. Oh, I'll do my best not to inconvenience you. Pat his hand, bow back. And I hope that you won't get sick of living with me. I could never. His sudden loud voice caused me to straighten up in surprise. I feel so happy just being with you. That's just impossible. No? I'm going to clean up. I'm going to go clean up. He quickly gathers up a bowls and runs off to the kitchen. I cover my burning face with my hands, sinking down to the floor. There, we're out. Raising my hands high above my head, I smile at the brilliantly blue sky above us. Looks like we can chop wood today. Chop wood? Yeah, and when we're done, we can go sell them as firewood. It's how I get money for the winter. I'll teach you how to do it too. Don't worry, it's not hard. Alright, I'll do my best. Wow, you're a fast learner. Looks like we can reach my quota in a bit. Your explanation was easy to understand. You don't have to be so humble, Shira. So, how much money can we make by selling these? Maybe 1 or 2 meals. What? If we just have soup, maybe we can last for a few more days though. Are there other ways to earn money? There's not much we can do in the winter, unfortunately. I see. We resume chopping wood in silence, and I can't help but wonder. We are going to need more money from now on, since Shiro's going to be living with me. I need to buy thicker clothes, better blankets. Maybe it's time. Alright, since we finished early today, I'm going to go down to the town to sell the firewood. Why don't you rest at home? I'll come with you. I can help carry the load. Oh, that's a good point. I'm counting on you then. Leave it to me. We both get to work quickly, wrapping up the job wood so that we can carry it on our back. It feels kinda nostalgic. The snow's still pretty thick. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. How about you? I'm fine. Really? Yes. We can take a break if you're tired. I know it's not exactly easy to check down a mountain, but you're going to work, so I'll bear with it. Fine. Just don't push yourself, okay? For Yuri? A bearded woman approaches us, and I immediately place a smile on my face. Miss Matida, how have you been? I've been well, yes, but who's this with you today? My name is Shiro. It's nice to meet you, miss. Oh, it is nice to meet you too. It isn't long until our interaction starts to draw attention, as more and more people start looking away. I gently nudged Shiro in the side, whispering, Shiro, it's time to turn up the charm. Charm? We need to sell the wood, remember? Oh, yes, right. Everyone? Shiro's voice rises, causing many eyes to go to him. We brought firewood today, so is there anyone interested in buying any? Hey, didn't we just run out of firewood yesterday? Yeah, sure, I think my place just ran out too. But there's... Excuse me, fast sir, I'll take some firewood, please. Oh, me too. Well, I'll be damned. This is a lot more effective than I thought. I unconsciously placed my hand over my chest. Miss Fuyuri? A young man approaches me, rubbing the back of his neck. Can I buy some from you again? Of course you can. Thank you as always, Mr. Sasaki. No problem. And here you go. Thanks for the purchase. And thank you for your hard work, Fuyuri. I don't understand how you can climb down that mountain every day. It's a lot of work, but I don't really mind it. Why don't you just sell that pretty cloth you made a few years back? I'm sure it'll be more income than selling firewood. Sorry, I don't think I can make any more of that. And I was hoping to buy some. Well, be careful on your trip back. Understood? Yes, ma'am. Fuyuri? Oh, Shiro, are you done selling yours? Yes. Good work. Come on, let's go home so we can rest up early. Shiro nods, following me diligently. Fuyuri? Yeah? What did that person mean when she talked about a pretty cloth? Oh, you heard? Sorry, I didn't mean to eavesdrop. No, it's fine. Well, there was a passing merchant a few years ago who sold me some really good thread at a good price. So I made cloth out of it and sold it. That's all. Sadly, I can't make any more because the merchant hasn't passed by for a while. I see. Thank you for telling me that. No problem. Oh, look, we're almost home. We're back. We're back. Hey, Shiro? Yes? Can you still move? Huh? Be careful not to fall in. You can't afford to get sick in winter. Don't worry, I'll be careful, so... Shiro holds up the buckets in his hands. Why are we here? To get our bath water. Bath water? Yep, I think we deserve it today, don't you? Yes, I'll make sure you get the best bath ever. Oh, you're so cute today. Isn't that supposed to be my line? That's so cute. I said it first. His triumphant smile seems oddly adorable, and my heart squeezed with fondness. He's so cute. Fine, you win. Now let's hurry before the sun sets. After a few rounds back and forth, we've managed to fill up the bath quite a lot. Surprisingly, We only need one more round before the bath is ready. I wonder how long it's been since I did this for someone else. As I hurry back to the river to fill my bucket one more time, the sight I see makes my heart stop. Shiro is leaning dangerously close to the water. She, I call out, trying to warn him, when his feet slips. Uh, indeed. God, no, I'm not strong enough. We're gonna. Yeah, I guess both of them got a bath now. Uh, Shiro, uh, what was that? What were you doing? I told you to be careful. I, a heavy, drawn-out sigh escapes me. Let's go back before we catch cold. Uh, will I have a lot of questions right now. Why are they taking a bath together? I hope they're wearing something underneath. Guys, if you consider this our contest, you would think that this is a married couple who is having a tantrum or love spat, and not two kind of acquaintance friends, strangers who live together. Okay. The awkward silence between us stretches on, the crackling fire beneath us being the only other sound. I should probably apologize for getting so angry, shouldn't I? I'm sorry. Huh? I didn't mean to drag you into my mistake. I'm so sorry. What were you trying to do back then? Shiro? Fish. Fish? I saw some fish, and I thought we could have some for dinner. Hearing his soft, guilty voice, all the anger in me simply evaporates. I'm not usually an angry person, and with a reason like that, I let out a sigh. Shiro, I know. I should probably leave soon. Wait, what? My actions could have hurt you. I understand if you don't even want to see me now. That's not why, Shiro! Yes? I don't want you to leave. That's not why I was angry. You're not? No! Look, I want you here. I didn't really realize it until I met you, but ever since my grandparents died, I know I'm gonna leave. My heart's sinking. Lonely. This house isn't big, but it's big enough for 3 people. Every day I woke up, the silence went on and on. There's always been something missing, something more comforting. I know we've only known each other for a few days, but I meant it when I said I want you here, Shiro. You make me feel happy. I was only angry because you could have hurt yourself. Nothing else. Me too. I feel happy when I'm with you too. Yeah? Yes. I didn't think that it was possible to feel like this around someone else, to be honest. So next time I spot some fish, I promise I won't just try and grab it with my bare hands anymore. The tense air between us gone, I finally allow myself to relax against his body behind me. Guys! Wait, guys! Guys! I'm so relieved. Are you sure you should do this? You're not lovers or anything. Or are you? Am I missing any cues over here? So this should be a good point to pause in our playthrough today. In the story, we have an introduction to the kind Fuyuri who helped our queen. And then after that, a stranger, a beautiful, beautiful man, appeared on her doorstep. Is this a coincidence or is it something more? I don't know, but being the kind girl she is, she invited the poor guy in, fed him, and gave him shelter for a short moment. And in order to return that kindness, he helped out the house, he cooked food, and so on and so forth. It's almost just like they're a couple living together, even though they're just strangers. So that's a bit dangerous. But that's a lovely domestic life. And I hope to see anything more after that because they seem to be working well together very well. Anyway, thank you for watching and I'll see you on the next playthrough of A Green Spread to Do. Bye bye!